that I got that all together. Welcome to the channel, you guys. If you are new, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. That's what grows the channel. If you guys have already subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Let me put a disclaimer on this shit right quick. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Please do not make any life-altering decisions based off of this reading or any of my readings. These readings are intended for entertainment purposes only. Remember, if I am saying you, but really I'm talking about me. Flip that shit all the way around. If I'm calling you a he, Mr. He, but really I'm talking about me, Miss She. Flip that shit all the way around. Um, these readings are collective. They are not personal. Do not make them personal. We got a full moon in Scorpio today. I got a lot of Scorpio in my chart. Um, Scorpio is one of those signs, it's an intense sign. Scorpio is very intense, mysterious. Just when you think you know a Scorpio, you don't know shit, right? Scorpios. I'm not an astrologer. I just know I've got Scorpio in my sun, my rising, my north node. I've got another placement. Probably like if you're on a Libra cusp, is things have to be very truthful with the Scorpios. So it's like even if even if your truth isn't the same as my truth, that's okay. You still have to speak the truth, right? That you got to speak the truth to a Scorpio. Don't fucking lie to a Scorpio. I'm telling you, just don't do it. Put this phone on the charger. Um, Scorpios get into like, they're connected. They're connected to the spirit realms. They are. I say those mysterious. Just when you think you know one, you don't know shit. Scorpios go through a lot. Death is their card. They're always healing. They're always transforming. They go through a lot. If you got a lot of Scorpio in your chart, you'll know what I'm talking about. They go through a lot. I think Scorpios are misunderstood too. That charged up. Today is Oaks Day here in Kentucky, right? That is the lilies. Is that what they're called? The lilies or the lilies or fillies? The girl horses. It's crazy. I've lived in Louisville, Kentucky my whole life. I've only been to the Oaks once. That was like in the 90s. And I've never been to the Derby. Never. I gamble, right? I do gamble. So I kind of wanted to talk about that for just a second. I had got the Beastie Boys, and I did a video about it, but I kept thinking I'm off one. And the year before last Derby, I kept thinking I was off one, and I kept saying box that bet. I had like 3 of them. Box that bet. I was off one, right? Unless you boxed it, and then you're good. Win place or show, right? So, hi Pantero, hi girl. So you was here, Pam, right? You were here. The Beastie Boys, and I kept saying I feel like I'm off one, right? Damn it, I can't get this. I got my phone on the charger, so it's hard for me to see the chat. So I kept thinking, okay, I'm off one. And I kept thinking I was off one. but I've been off one. I've been off one for a while. So this morning I find out my horse got scratched. Is my channel fine or am I buffering, Ken? Okay, great. So I find out this morning that my horse got scratched. And I'm like, I knew I was off one. And if you were here, you all know the significance with the Scorpio energy, with the Scorpio energy on that reading. And right now it is a Scorpio full moon, right? So you know what? Let me go look at the Oaks races. So I go to the actual Oaks race, which the actual Oaks race is race 13. If you are familiar with tarot, you know the death card is 13. That's Scorpio energy. So I'm like, let me look and see the horses racing. And there is an Indian named horse in position 11. And her name is, let me look her up right quick. Her name is Pashmina. Pash or Pashmina. And that's like a really soft cashmere. But that comes from India. And if you all have been with me, you know that I made money magnets in honor of Lakshmi. So I gave away my money magnets. Two of them went to the Indian girls at the day job. I worked for their moms. And then my night job, I went in and I gave one to the service manager. 20 minutes later, she comes up to me and she says, "Hey, I just went off on this man. He brought his own beer in here from home or wherever he got it from. And I told him he couldn't have it in here. And we argued and argued and argued and argued. And she said, Stacy, he came up to me and handed me $100 bill and said, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh, well, that's crazy, right? So my general manager gets there and I gave him a money magnet. And I told him, he's the one, I don't know if y'all were here, but he was the one that said, you better watch her. She'll put a spell on you. And I said, I don't cast spells, but I do try to manifest money, right? So I told him, that I had the money magnets in the earth for about a day and a half. It rained out there. They got the rain, they got the sun, they got the earth. And then I brought them in for probably about 20 hours, about 12 hours, not 20, about 12 hours. And I let the Lakshmi money mantra play on them. And I told him everything that, I did. And I said, here. So he put the magnet, like he had his like money clip with his debit cards and stuff. And he put the magnet on his money clip. And that was on Wednesday. When I went into work yesterday, night job, one of the girls said, hey, the service manager, she got $100 tip. I said, yeah, she told me. And she said, "Did you know that the general manager did too?" I said, "Shut up. I gave him one. He doesn't even bartend or wait tables." And the service manager, she does wait tables and bartend. The same man that her $100 came up to the general manager, apologized to him for any issues, and handed him $100 too. I said, "Oh, that's so crazy," and I'm super 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 goosed. The service manager actually worked the patio and the turf. They had a cornhole league. Thank you, Pam. They had a cornhole league out there, and so she told the girl that she would split the $100 tip with her. And she said, like an hour or so, or I don't know how much longer, another lady comes up and gives her $100 and says, "Happy birthday." And she said, "My birthday's not till next month." She said, "That's okay," and handed her $100. So I thought that was pretty special and pretty amazing. That's what I made them for people to draw in money. I'm really, 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 really super goosed. You may be feeling a little nostalgic right now. You might be thinking about people from the past. You might be thinking about, reconnecting with people from the past, friendships from the past. The Six of Cups will talk about twin flame energy, soulmate energy. The Three of Cups will talk about friendships, celebrations, parties, get-togethers. 6 plus 3 is a 9. I think this is someone from the past that you actually want to see and you actually do really want to talk to. Yeah, very good intentions. Very, very good intentions. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that. And then I went, and I made a few. I'll tell you, I haven't decided if I'm actually. Thank you for the thumbs up too, you guys. Thank you, thank you. I haven't decided if I'm actually gonna bet on the Derby because, like I said, I just kept with the Beastie Boys, the Fight for Your Right. I kept hearing one off, and so that's why I decided to place my bets today, Oaks Day, and I went to Twin Spires. If you are new, they have a new thing going on with Twin Spires. If you sign up today, they'll give you extra money to bet on. So I'll check, and I got like, I don't know what it was. I had like $5 left over after I bet on my horses, and I don't even know what this is. I got like 5 of them for $1 a piece. I'll have to let y'all know if I hit on that. But I'll tell you the races, and I don't think it's gonna tell me the names of the horses. I don't think it's going to tell me the name, but I think it'll tell me the position, the number. Somebody might be having a hard time, with speaking up. All right, so for Oaks Day, this is what I bet for Oaks Day. I bet on I bet on the fifth race. That horse is in the 13th position. I bet on race 6. That horse is in the sixth, no, the 13th position. I bet on race 7. That's on the in the fourth position. I bet on the race 12. That's on the 14th position. And then I bet on the race 12, the 13th position. And then the actual Oaks Day. Holy shit. Holy shit. Did I mess up? Oh my God, y'all. I thought that was position 11. Here it says 13. All right, that's position 13. Okay, I didn't. I was like, oh my gosh, I bet the wrong horse. I didn't. Post position 13. I gotta tell my girl that I gave her the wrong one. I told her that was 11. And she says she bet horse number 11 on the Derby. And I said, I was looking at that horse. All right, so enough of my rambling, y'all. I let her know. I told her wrong. Or maybe that's the number on the. What's the number on Pashmina horse? But that's okay. Pashmina is a sign. Saddlecloth number 13. It's not 11. It's not 11. And I played her win, lose, and not lose, win. I boxed her. I boxed her. Oh, look, she said that's her lucky number's 13. Okay. So I just kind of wanted to go over that, y'all. And if I decide to come back, I usually do pretty good with the Derby. Just nothing was really sticking out to me at all. And I thought, I have honored the Hindu religion this whole week. I've had I've had Hindu music playing in my house and my SUV all week. Let's go ahead and keep it going with the Hindu, right? All right. Y'all doing okay out there? Everything good? Y'all good, good? You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see if I can keep this up like that. Shit. All right. I'm gonna let this charge for a minute. I won't be able to see the chat. You know what, Pen? I'm gonna give you a wrench, Pen. Say something, Pen. Okay, good vibes, good vibes. All right, Pen. If somebody comes in the chat and they say hey or whatever, make sure to tell them hey for me because I cannot see the chat. I got my thing on the charger, so I'll be back in a minute once it's got a good enough charge on it to read the chat. So what is this? What is this full moon? What is this full moon in Scorpio? Um, what do we have to look forward to with the full moon in Scorpio? Full moon in Scorpio. Look, got a King of Wands and somebody sexy, somebody sexy from the past coming back around. Somebody sexy from the past coming back around. Somebody from the past. Somebody you want to hear from. Somebody looks good. I'm super goose right now. The moon card trying to make its way out. Somebody that has secret feelings for you, secret emotions. This person may think things, feel things about you that you're not aware of. An older gentleman. Could be an Aries, Emperor, evolved masculine, 5 of Cups. This could have been somebody that's hurt your feelings in the past. This could be somebody that chose someone over you. Can y'all see the cards? Let's see the cards. This could someone you cried over. You cried over. You cried for. Scorpio full moon. Full reverse position. There's that strong Aries energy. There's the Tower, the 4 of Pentacles reverse. There comes that Emperor again. Knight of Pentacles, Hangman reverse position, Page of Cups reverse position, 5 of Swords reversed. Scorpio full moon. 3 of Swords trying to make his way out of it. Somebody that hurt your feelings in the past could be coming back around. The World card in the reverse position at the bottom of the deck. There's a cycle that has not closed out. There's like some sort of unfinished business. This person just coming back around. I think this is a person. King of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Chariot. There's somebody is there somebody that you've got like big feelings for, big emotions for, as coming back around? In the past, this person really might have hurt your feelings. There was something that happened, something that happened in the past, or something that this person was going through in the past. They could not be honest with you. And like now, they may be watching you now, like to see, like, is there, like, they could be like watching your social media, watching you through the internet. That they watch you, I feel like, to see if there's still, if the love is still there. This person was really immature with the way they spoke. Their words may have hurt your feelings. They didn't really want to speak to you that way. They didn't really want to speak to you that way. Or after they spoke to you that way, it hurt. They knew they hurt your feelings. They did not mean to. This person that hurt your feelings with their words, they know the right thing to do. No matter if it's over, if it's not over. It's like this person's not going to really be able to move forward properly in their life until they say, hey, listen, I'm sorry. And then look, it's the Queen of Cups coming up behind that Knight of Cups. The King of Cups is what comes up behind that World. Five of Wands behind that Justice card. This person did not like at all the things that they said to you. Nine of Swords in the reverse position. They did not like that they hurt your feelings, and they know that they hurt your feelings. This person knows they made you cry. It's almost like this person, it's almost like this person, like they had visions of you crying. Queen of Swords reversed, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Cups reversed. This person was dealing with a karmic situation. What's the Nine of Swords here in the reverse position, please? Nine of Swords. They know you cried. They sensed it. They felt it. Virgo energy. It's like this person knows that even though you're by yourself, you still carry a flame for them. There's been a lot of there has been a lot of grounding energy to help with anxiety and depression is working. If you if you're intuitive, if you're intuitive, you may have blocked your energy or like tried to protect your energy. So this person's like, so their energy's not disrupting you. And again, I think that the person that you're dealing with has some gifts too, and they can really feel you when they're by themselves. If they're not completely in tuned, they think about it a lot when they're by themselves, how they talk to you. Full in the reverse position, it was like too much of a risk. It was too much of a risk to move forward for them in the past. But I feel like this person's like, but I'm the emperor. Why would that be a risk? I'm grown ass man. Why would that be too risky for me? I can handle anything. I am an Aries. I have Aries strong in my chart. This is a strong man, leveled up masculine. Feelings and emotions are in check. I think this man, I think this man in his past, he did not think before he spoke. He could have a lot of Virgo in his chart, especially a whole lot of Aries in his chart. It's like he or you or both knew that this is not over. He's got strong feelings, strong emotions. He could be a business owner, a boss, in a twin flame dynamic. He is an evolved, leveled up masculine. He cleared some karma. The Three of Wands in a reverse position. He cleared up some karma. This masculine was almost like, you're too good to be true. this masculine has like some trust issues. Like I think that you were kind of like waiting for him, even after he hurt your feelings, you kind of waited for him, and so you didn't. And he was like, no, nobody's been like that for me. There was a karmic cycle that it wasn't just one thing. It wasn't just one thing this masculine was dealing with. It was several things he was dealing with. If it was just one thing, it would have been easier for him to say, hey, listen, it wasn't just one thing. There were many things. Money. Money might have been a factor. Money might have been an issue. Yeah. Look, there's the devil. Seven of Swords, Page of Cups reversed, the Ace of Wands, the Sun, Ten of Wands. This is a very masculine man. A very masculine man. Okay, could be a woman in masculine energy for sure, right? This is a take charge type of gentleman. This is the type of man that wants to provide and do good things for you, do nice things for you. He got hung up on a situation, and he probably tried to cover his feelings and his emotions. Maybe like he tried to like drink his blues away or overindulge in things to not think about being a dumbass. This is like the type of man is like, you, I was a dumbass. He may say something to you like, I'm a fool for you, or I was a fool to be that way to you, or I feel like a fool. Seven of Swords. This masculine had a hard time speaking his truth because he was dealing with so much in his life: fear, worry, anxiety, depression. He had to sit down and go figure himself out. I'm going to say that he was dishonest. I'm not going to say he was a liar, because the words that was coming out of his mouth was stories that he had told himself for so long. It's not true. When he sat down by himself, that's when he's like, why do I keep doing that? If this is somebody that you've got a strong connection with, you will know it anyway. And he knows you know. He knows you. Why do I lie to her? She knows I'm lying. Why am I dishonest with her? She knows I'm dishonest. Dum dum. Sucker. Ten of Cups in the reverse position. Three of Cups, bottom of the deck. The Lovers. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse position. Death in the reverse position. The King of Swords straight up. The Eight of Wands straight up. The Star. The Four of Wands. Listen. So whether this was a masculine, right? This is just classic. This is just classic. This is classic. When you've gone through when you've gone through so many things, right? When you've gone through so many things in life, and then, God, the universe, however you look at your higher power, you get put down. You get set down. Sit down. All of this, all of this dishonesty, it's not, it's like you're covering things up, you're hiding things, and you're not happy. Like this masculine, he could have been, like in a living together situation or some sort of home life situation that's he wasn't proud of, he grew up in. He keeps looking back to the past. Why is this 10 of cups reverse, unhappy home life? The chariots would try to make his way out. Cancer energy, the Five of Pentacles, King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is a masculine that's working on abandonment wounds, abandonment issues. He probably stayed in this situation for far too long. He's probably looked back on these family dynamics, living together situations, spouses, whatever karmic is to him, jobs. He stayed too long. Hangman, stagnant, limbo. The Star. Full reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. Aquarius energy. It's almost like this masculine, the where he's been, what he went through, what he's gone through. It's almost like he felt like he didn't deserve to have anything good in his life. He didn't deserve to have anything better in his life. I feel like he's like, if you knew what he's been through, what he's gone through, what he's done, that you wouldn't give a fuck about him, or you would judge him or something, or he's got shame around what he's been through. He's really sat down with himself. He's really, really, really sat down with himself and worked on some things. The star, that's pretty major. That's pretty major. And the longer time goes by, right? The more time goes by, the more it's like the truth gets revealed, right? The truth gets revealed. It's almost like you had to step out of this person's way, right? Get out of his way, because he was so stubborn and so overbearing. It's like he was just getting in his own fucking way. So, and it's almost like you saw that with him and you were like, let me get out of his way. And when you got in his way, out of his way, he really saw, like, I'm not happy where I am. But I don't have anybody to blame but me because I choose to stay. I choose to stay in that mental space. This is a masculine that was in stuck energy. He could have been like Dark Night of the Soul, right? And not understanding that he was having a spiritual awakening. Like, am I going fucking crazy or what? Because I mean, the Five of Cups reverse, the Nine of Swords reverse, and then the Hermit. And so he's like, okay, well, when I'm out here, when I'm working and I'm handling my business, I'm taking care of things and everything's, it seems like everything is moving in my favor. But when I'm sitting at home alone, I feel like I'm losing my shit. This is a masculine that's had a spiritual awakening, a Kundalini awakening, waking up to this outside world. Like, that's a bunch of shit. Lupin, really coming to understanding how the outside world keeps us looping. Page of Swords, Judgment. There's that Scorpio energy. Nine of Cups reversed. The Chariot, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Magician, the King of Swords, the Eight of Wands. This is like this masculine's just has to go, you know what? He's got to say what he needs to say with no fear of judgment. And if he's in fear of judgment, then he's still got more work to do. See, in the past, he probably would just get drunk and say some shit, right? Oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. That type of shit's not gonna work with you. It won't work. Excuse me. He watches you to see. He's not judging you. He's judging himself. Judgment. He might be embarrassed, like because he knows you watch him. Judgment. You're like, yeah, I watched you too. Page of Cups reversed. It's immature. It's immature energy. Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Five of Cups, Three of Cups, the Lovers, the Ace of Swords. This is a masculine that has some jealousy issues. This is a masculine. He had some belief systems about himself that he needed to go and work on. He really, really needed to go and work on. He had some anger issues. He had some jealousy issues. He had some abandonment wounds. You would never know this about him. You would never know that because he always looks like he's got his shit together, right? Financially, he might have had his shit together. emotionally and spiritually, the dark night of the soul kicked his ass. Probably 2020, 2021. Like this was a forced awakening. He got set down. He got set down. Like I said, it can't be just one thing, because if it was just one thing, it wouldn't have taken him so long to like figure things out. King of Wands in the reverse position. Justice, reverse position. Ace of Cups, reverse position. The Magician. King of Swords. This is how can I lie to myself about the person I love? How can I lie to anybody about who I love? I love who I love. But he had to love himself first. And he was accepting a whole lot of bullshit from a whole lot of people, a whole lot of karmic situations. And when those karmic situations are family, that's very, very, very hard for a masculine that's a good guy, a good dad, to walk away. He's had to learn the art of surrender in all aspects of life. And that is what he has done. Good job, Masculine Collective. I thought this was like a feminine reading. So if you're not connected to anyone, if there's not the masculines, maybe the masculines in your life, like what this is showing you women, what you do for yourself, you reflect that by it's like you're a mirror. So when you're good to yourself, when you take care of yourself, you do the right thing for yourself, you reflect that out. The people that's supposed to be in your life, they will rise to the occasion. They will rise to the occasion, or they'll fall off. It's like one way or the other. King of Swords, Eight of Wands, Four of Swords, Temperance reversed, the Four of Wands, the World, the Sun. It's classic. It's classic, but it really makes me feel like I'm gonna go one more time. Let's go one more time, because I have a feeling the Hierophant's about to make his way out of this deck. Look, that's what just jumped. It didn't come out, it jumped, I caught it. Three of Pentacles reversed and the Hierophants. So I'm gonna leave that right there. And then there's that King of Swords there at the bottom of the deck, going to the school of hard knocks, meeting other masculines, that's like, hey, what's the deal? How come you can't express your emotions and your feelings? How come you can't say what you need to say? How come you can't open up and express your feelings and still be strong? Why not? This was a masculine that, whether he was raised like around a lot of men that were not the best role models, or raised like a single mom, that when a single mom is like in survival mode, right? A single mom is in survival mode and she's hustling and moving and is that's not how we're supposed to be living, y'all. Things are supposed to flow to us naturally. We're supposed to be able to manifest everything into our lives like easily, not being in survival mode. It's pretty badass energy, really. It seems like it might just be kind of a repeat from. I feel like this is like really similar to the last reading I got. This could be the women in the collective, balancing out their feminine, masculine energies to where they're not in survival mode. I don't think so. I think it's you're mirroring people. So when you start losing people, it is not a loss. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. He's tired of losing. Looking back on the past, I can't keep crying. I can't keep crying over spilled milk, right? Why am I going to keep crying over a past? Is the past is gone. The future's not here, but if I want a better future, I'm going to have to let this shit go, right? If this doesn't resonate with you, it's like the people that you're connected to, the men in your life. And again, I'm saying men because these look like men to me. This doesn't really, to me, this doesn't really look like this is females and masculine energy. This to me looks like this is masculines healing masculine energy. Keep your eyes on the stars, but remember to keep your feet on the ground. We talked about that there. Grounding. Be strong, be fearless, be beautiful. This masculine is learning, what was strong in the past was taught by people that didn't understand. Sacral chakra affirmations. I am radiant, beautiful, creative, and enjoy a healthy and passionate life. Card 26. That's an 8. Solar plexus key concepts. The chakra's key concepts are personal power, identity, opinion, intellect, and action. The chakra's color is yellow and its element is fire. 9. That's probably why we had that Emperor and King of Wands, fire. It's like the masculine part is like from the solar plexus down, and the feminine part is like from the throat up, and they need to meet in the middle. And then I look at the heart chakra is like God space. Work, trying to make his way out of there. This could have been like, it's way too many cards, but creative blocks, despair, being enough, solitude of feelings. It's weird though, It's kind of like what I was just talking about, but it almost seems like this is a masculine that, he could have even like lost his job or got, fired or um, demoted or something and wasn't making the type of money that he was used to making. And that, that was a blow to his ego. Change in services was trying to jump out of the deck. Abundance trying to make his way out. Companionship and self-acceptance. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. Companionship. When you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you're ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. The masculines in the collective are doing their healing work. They're doing, and I think that the masculines, I think that the way that they heal, I think men heal differently than women. And I also too think that they do it faster. Where women will probably like peel back more layers, where men are more like structured and like they're not like what is that? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. The way that they go about things is just different. It's different. So their healing process is going to be different. It's like when you're dealing with a masculine that's went to the school of hard knocks, right? But he'll be a roughneck, right? He's a roughneck. He's rough, right? His mouth is rough. He's rough. And he's hood. He got some hood in him, right? And he evolves. He evolves. So he might not be like the same as you, right? But he understands you. So when he taps into his own feminine energy, he's able to accept you differently, right? Hey, you got hi Dan, hi Fatima. Fatima, I think I fixed it to where you can leave a comment on my channel now. On that Pisces reading I did, you left a comment and then I accidentally deleted it. If you want to go back and re-comment, Fatima, I think I did fix it. Hold on, y'all. I gotta pee right quick. Hold on. Did Dan leave? Have a good weekend, Dan. Scorpio full moon. Girl talk. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. See, it all these cards is like communication. Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Chariot. This is like somebody that wants to come in and say, like, hey, listen, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings because I was a dumbass. but I changed. The butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. Sorry, I was a dumbass. I was immature in my approach, right? so my bad. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Escaping, trying to make his way out of there. Breaking point, trying to make his way out of there. Shit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, I went in for some reason, Fatima. For some reason, you were blocked from being able to leave messages on my channel. So I think I fixed it though. Like I deleted the comment. That was on accident when I was trying to figure out what had happened. Shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. There's that left hand too. Thinking, bottom of the deck. This I'd say this person really hurts your feelings. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart, apology. This person hurts your feelings, and I mean the thing of it is, it's almost just seems like you're not going to hear them unless they apologize. I don't know. That's what it seems like. Like this person really, really, really hurt your feelings. Make the effort. And this card always reminds me of like inner child work, inner child healing work. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Engagement, bottom of the deck. It's like in order for things to move forward properly, truth has to be told. And the only way that you can speak your truth is to know your truth, right? Reconciliation, keep an open mind, finances and career. That's kind of what we was talking about in the reading too, you know. I'll pull a twin flame on this. It's got some twin flame energy on it. That crazy ass twin flame dynamic. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. I mean, it's like y'all are mirrors. So, you know, if you're not if you're not healing yourself, if you're not doing the right thing for yourself, when you come face to face with this person, then you know, yeah, look, I got spooked. My heart is telling me just do it. If you're not doing a proper healing work on yourself, if you're not living a healthy lifestyle, and then you come face to face with a twin flame, somebody that you're like deeply connected to on a soul level, you reflect back all these insecurities and stuff. So like with the twin flames, it's it's so different than like quote unquote regular soulmates, because the way that they mirror each other is they're showing you what you need to work on and what needs to be healed. That's not always easy. Well, I mean, really, it's never easy, really. The twin flame journey is a healing journey, and not everybody heals, because healing is hard work. Safety, you are held. Card 28, that's a 10. Whether this was you or the masculine that you're connected to, you lost a lot of people. You lost a lot of trust in people. You might have connect more to your animals, because your animals are more loving and kind and nurturing and loyal than like people. That could have been a big issue with the this person feeling insecure, because every time they get close to somebody, they get hurt. Goddess is here to tell you that you are safe. You are always in her arms. If you are feeling vulnerable or afraid, be calm, for you are not alone. You are held in the grace of ancient Mother Goddess. Her loving care nurtures you always. Perhaps you are suffering adversity or difficulty in your life. Divine Mother is here to soothe you and give you strength. She assures you that you do not have to achieve certain goals or look or be a certain way to be worthy of her love is completely unconditional. This is pure love, the true vibration of life. When you tune into this vibration, magical things happen. If you ever encounter an adverse remark or negative comment, treat it like an unwanted gift and graciously refuse to own it, for I will not sit comfortable in the vibration, for I will now sit comfortable in the vibration of love. I'm sorry, all these words, they're so small. Goddess gives you her colorful coat of love protection, which will always keep you safe. Glowing with her love within you, you will find you are making decisions from your heart rather than your head. This will take you along unexpected paths and open doors that you had previously not even seen. If you are ready for this new adventure, open your heart and let love lead the way. I think you got a masculine in the collective that's opened up to his feminine side. Open up to his feminine side, healed his feminine side, is understanding that he has a feminine side. Dana, High Priestess, at the bottom of the deck. I will pronounce this totally wrong, but this card always reminds me of somebody that's like doing chakra work. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So I don't know if that's what that Virgo energy was, if that's what you need to do, or if that's just validation that that's what you've been doing. Keep doing it. It'll give me the pronunciation in here, I believe. Nematona. Nematone. Nematone. That's how you pronounce that. Your sacred space is within you now. By creating an altar or visiting a sacred site, you connect with the symbols and energy that have been infused with meaning and prayer over the centuries. Don't take these symbols lightly, for they are powerful indeed. When you connect with sacred symbols, you help your inner sanctity find a home in the outer world. You also tap into the ancient wisdom and spiritual grace of the old ways. Explore spirituality through sacred symbols and sites and allow your soul to joyfully mender among the various ways available to you to unite with the divine. It's not a matter of how you connect, but that you do so frequently. We talked about that. We talked about that in the last collective reading, making sure that your spiritual practices is done on the daily, whatever it is that you're doing it on the daily. Pull the chunky girls on this. Thank you, Fatima. So funny because I said, you're mirroring your people, right? And she's thick. Like, she's like, it's okay that I'm thick. I still look good, right? Treat your body like the palace that it is. Mirror. When you're good to yourself, you'll reflect that outward. Voyage, you already have the answers. You did not even need this reading. That's a card 7. 47. That's an 11. That I'm thinking about that horse in the 11th position in the Derby. What's he called? Incredible. I think he's called Incredible. I'm thinking about him. We'll see how today goes, right? After I make all that money today, how much I want to gamble tomorrow. Full moon is Scorpio. Let's get a song on it. Let's get a song to go listen to after we leave here. It's a couple songs. Say Something, A Great Big World. And my throat keeps getting so scratchy. Somebody needs to say something, right? More than words, extreme. This person, like, their love language might be gifts or something, right? The way that they express their feelings and emotions, like, maybe you might need to hear it, but they don't really know how to say it. So they show it. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere, I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm feeling so small. It was over my head. I know nothing at all, and I will stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love, just starting to crawl. This person is learning to love themselves. More than words, extreme. Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. It's not that I want you not to say it, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is, go listen to those 2 songs, y'all. Go check them out. What perfect Ed Sheeran at the bottom of the deck. And Ed Sheeran always, whenever I would get an Ed Sheeran, that would always kind of like validate to me that I'm reading for the twin flames. If you want the truth, if you want truthful communication with people, you got to speak the truth. If you want the truth, you got to speak it. How do you know the truth? Sitting down with yourself. That's how you get to know the truth. I feel like somebody had jealousy issues to heal. Okay, the letters okay might mean something. Everything is okay. WK, work could have been an issue. job situations, the letter K, the letter W, walk. Here's the Beastie Boys. I'm still fry you in my walk. I'm purging and I feel lost, lonely, and misunderstood is heavy. We saw that with the Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Hermit energy. That full moon in Scorpio is bringing up some big, heavy emotions, feelings. Surrender, give it to God. Somebody could get, hit by the collective energies and like question their and like, am I fucking going crazy? I'm so emotional. And then look, the Ed Sheeran try to make his way out of there. You're perfect just the way you are. This connection is sacred. The letter G, the letter R, the letter I, rig, GIR. If I had an L, that would be girl. This connection is sacred. You had me a hello. Be easy. Out of sight, out of mind didn't work. The letter T. Trig. You trigger each other. You trigger each other. So it's like when you trigger each other, you have to don't run. Don't run at the mouth. Don't run away. Don't chase. When this person triggers you, sit and listen. Listen to them. When everything feels heavy and serious, be fairy tale-ish. You trigger each other. That's a good thing. As long as you're not like doing it to be an asshole. The letter O, the letter P. Inner union is now. And photograph Ed Sheeran. I'm seeing a therapist, guru, spiritual advisor. See, there's something, there's someone in your person's life that is probably triggering the shit out of them too. Like, we need those triggers, right? Because triggers it's like holding up a mirror, right? What needs to be worked on? What needs to be healed? If I'm triggering you, good, because then that's going to show you that there's something that you still need to work on. And if you come back, if you come back, that was a good trigger, right? I'm not going to go out of my way to be an asshole to anybody. I'm not vindictive. I'm not going to do that, right? So if I trigger you, then there's something I'm showing you that needs to be worked on. And this is vice versa, right? Vice versa. But if you're doing it, if you're like, you'll know the difference. And sometimes you won't know the difference, but even still, if you're being triggered, that's where you'll sit down. Hermit, why did that trigger me? And then that's where we talk. That's where we talk. That's where we can be vulnerable enough with each other. Because like if I'm triggering you and you don't want to talk to me, how do I know how to fix it if you're fucking in runner mode? If you've blocked me, if you've shut down, how can I fix it if we don't talk about it? And sometimes maybe we don't need to talk about it. Sometimes maybe we just need to go look at some things like, why did that trigger me? what's going what's going on in my past, because it's, I would say it's something from the past. If I said something and it triggered you, it's triggering something that happened from the past. If it's too much of a trigger, you don't want to deal with it, you don't have to deal with it right in that moment, but your reaction towards it, right? How do you react to it? Let me not flip the fuck out like how I might have flipped the fuck out a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Let me chill, go sit with it, because it's showing me something. When I get triggered, it's showing me something. Yo, there was this lady that I worked with. I don't work with her anymore, but there was this lady I worked with, and she triggered the fuck out of me. I'm like, oh my God, she acts like my mom. And it's like when she quit, I was so glad. I was so glad, and I shouldn't have been glad. I shouldn't have been. It's like I don't have to be triggered by her anymore, right? But there'll always be somebody that's gonna act like my mom that shows up, and it's that's gonna like trigger me. And I told the other ladies the same age as her. I said, she triggers my mom issue, and that's not her fault, that's not her problem, that's my issue, that's my trigger, that's for me to work on. She would just like make racist comments and shit, and it was so cringy, like my mom. And that's all she was doing, y'all. It's all she was doing is showing me that I still have that mom issue and that mom wound that needs to be worked on and forgiven. That's all the triggers are. Go listen to Photograph, Ed Sheeran. Go listen to Great Big World. Say Something. Go listen to Extreme, More Than Words. Go listen to Perfect, Ed Sheeran. Go listen to the Beastie Boys, Intergalactic Planetary. That's another thing too. It's kind of off subject, but when the government starts talking about what's going on with aliens and stuff like that, remember the government will lie to you about a lot of things, right? They don't want you knowing a lot of things, so don't get your alien exposure from the news. Go do your own research on that. I like Dr. Stephen Greer. I like what he talks about with alien disclosure. Um, there are a lot of good people out there that'll give you some good information as far as what's going on with the aliens, right? HE Ambassador Scorpio, intergalactic resonating. Anybody want a card before I roll out? Greer though is COINTELPRO agent. What does that mean? What is COINTELPRO agent? What does that mean? I don't follow Greer, but I watched the Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. I watched that documentary. I watched he interviewed different. This was like a 4 hour long interview, and I think it took me a couple days to get through it. And this was a couple years ago, where he interviewed different military, right? And he's saying, there is a shadow government. That is true. Oh, thank you. From Buenos Aires, Argentina. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love and respect right back. He's like, look, when your government is telling you to be afraid of these aliens, no, they're like angels, right? The aliens that you're supposed to be afraid of is the shadow government aliens, right? The reptilians, the reptilians, the government, the politicians, the celebrities, the athletes. Be afraid of them. Don't listen to them MFers. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. I haven't watched him in a really long time, but I really liked the Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. Um I like I like what's her name? She remote views, and I remember I used to watch her years ago. I was like, wow, she's like way out there. But remote viewing and astral projection, that's a real thing. That's really, really, really real. And our government, shadow government, aka Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, they keep us asleep to our gifts, our leaning on them and looking to them for help is like, I can't even get started. Yeah, non-human races and entities do exist. Yeah, remote viewing is real, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the man that I'm connected to, he can astral project. And astral projecting and remote viewing are real super similar, right? Really super super similar. That's a real thing. So I'd say there's probably going to be some alien disclosure coming out. If you want alien disclosure again, I wouldn't be watching. Well, fuck, I wouldn't watch the news for anything anyway. I would not watch the news. I mean, you can't pay me to watch the news. There's nothing on the news that I would find informative or honest. Yeah, and I feel like it's connected on so many different levels, and I feel like with one of the things that Greer had talked about too is the energy capacity. There's that energy. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah, the aliens use it. We can use it too. So the shadow governments, they got the monopolies with the here it's called Louisville Gas and Electric. So every city and has power companies, or they're making all this money off of us when energy is free. We don't even need to use oil. It's like I can't I can't read that. Astral projection, and I don't know what that is. Honoric or fundamental. I can't even hardly read that. Hmm. Keeping the chakra system blocked, keeping us pissed off, judging each other. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, actually, you know what? HE ambassador, you got a lot of Scorpio in your chart. I was finished. I was finished. I don't know what made me say, if you see alien, that I think that we're about to get, some alien disclosure, like on these mainstream media news outlets and stuff. I wouldn't believe anything that they say. I wouldn't believe anything that NASA says. I wouldn't believe anything. But I mean, if y'all been with me, then I don't watch the news anyway, and I haven't, close to 20 years. I hope you all had, if you're local, or if you use the Twin Spires app. I think there's another couple gambling betting apps out there. I hope it's prosperous for you guys. Happy Derby, happy Oaks Day. Thank you all for being sweet to each other in the chat. If you all did not hit the thumbs up on the way in, please be sure to hit the thumbs up on the way out. If nobody wants a card, I'm going to head out. Thank you, thumbs ups. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thumbs ups. Sure do appreciate you. Thank you. Pen Tarot has a channel on YouTube. You all go check out Pen Tarot's, subscribe to her channel. Watch video, hit the thumbs up. She's damn good. Fatima has a channel here on YouTube. Her brother her brother uploads videos. I like his intros too. I need to get creative. I need to get creative with my channel. Y'all check each other's channels out. Show each other some love. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you. Thank you. I sure do appreciate all y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace out, y'all. Mwah.